As we're learning more about our DNA and our bodies, and we're actually going in now and starting to manipulate characteristics. So if your baby is about to be born and the doctor says your baby has a health problem, we can go and fix the baby before your baby's born. And imagine a time where you go to see your doctor and the doctor says you have to choose one of these: intelligence, the ability to withstand disease, physical strength, a whole series of things to basically enhance their babies before they're born, and giving them longevity or super strength or higher intelligence. This sounds like science fiction, but this is all coming so quickly. Are we a combination of a man and a machine, or are we literally going in and changing the genetic structure of the future of our species? This used to take millions of years to evolve, and now we may be able to do this in literally a matter of years.
Now, this goes to the point that they think that they can do better than God. They're going to go into the DNA of man and make something better, improve upon it. Well, here's what the Bible says about what God does. And if you would, turn to Psalm 139. But the Bible says in Genesis 1:31, "And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day." The Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 14, "I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it, and God doeth it that men should fear before him." The Bible says that when God makes something, he makes it very well. He looked upon all of his creation as very good, and God is the ultimate creator. God has a perfect design. Now, how could man be a greater design when we're made in his image, and he's God? The Bible says in Psalm 139, verse 13, "For thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb." Verse 14, "I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret, and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect. And in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them." According to the Bible, we are a magnificent creation of God, fearfully and wonderfully made. The Bible says in Psalm 100, verse 3, "Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture." But they think that they could do better than God. A verse that comes to mind is Psalm 131, verse 1, where the Bible reads, "Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty. Neither do I exercise myself in great matters or in things too high for me." We need to realize that there are certain things that are beyond the scope of what we should be tampering with, meddling with, worried about. We think that we can do better than God. Now, the reason why the transhumanist thinks that he can improve upon God's creation is because he believes that man is an evolved animal and that man is not made in the image of God. The Bible says that man is made in the image of God, and then it goes beyond that. It says that after God had formed man from the dust of the earth, that he then breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So man is a living soul, created in the image of God, fearfully and wonderfully made. But these evolutionary biologists, they look at the body as being imperfect. It needs to be improved upon. We could do better. I heard this crazy psycho science woman saying, imagine a Versace body design.
These individuals, the late Versace was an incredible designer. What if he was a transhuman? What if he was an artist who really wanted to combine art and science? I bet his designs for a future body would be astounding.
No, I believe God created our bodies right. Do we all just have to look the same and all be just perfect? Maybe there's room for people to be different from one another and have faults and have issues that make them human. If we're too perfect, it's like we're not even human anymore. We'll be like a robot, just perfect all the time. Which leads me to my next point about how a lot of these transhumanists, they have very misguided ideas about life and the human experience. A lot of these transhumanists will talk about, hey, if we can alter man, we can make it so that people don't have to go through any pain or suffering. Look at all the pain and suffering people are going through. We need to get rid of that in the world.